Welcome, everyone, to episode 4, part 4. It's Brittney is back. Bitch? I don't know. The quote isn't important. What is important is that we have a special guest star on this episode. My coworker, Christian, phones in for, a extended period of time. I also wanted to announce that I'm going to be in a stand-up comedy contest on Thursday at a place called My House. So, no, it's not at my actual house. This is a bar in Columbia somewhere. It's not an event that I'm holding in my own home with a bunch of comedians showing up at my house. That sounds like something I would do, but it's really fucking not. And if you want the flyer, it's on my Facebook, my Instagram, all those places. You can go there to find it. If you're still planning on going to Joe's this week, Rhonda will be there. And I just wanted to give a quick plug for our first sponsor ever. This podcast, 100% honesty here, has been brought to you by WookWiz. Now imagine you are tripping absolute dick on mushrooms. I guess I need to pick it up with my own butthole.
It feels like a magic trick because some people happen.
Why are you asking such deep questions?
Alright, so I hit record. And of course you got candy in your mouth.
Yeah.
Of course.
Still finishing the Reese go.
Ask, are you ready? I want to say probably a 15 to 20 time a day basis, knowing full well the answer. I always know the answer. And it's almost always no. But I asked the question.
I'm sort of ready.
You sort of ready? You still licking the wrapper? Licking the wrapper of a Reese's cup.
Look, I don't eat chocolate on a extremely regular.
You eat chocolate all the time. You just don't eat milk chocolate all the time.
You're right, baby.
Figured an easy thing to start off with would be what we've been watching. Talking about how cartoons are the future.
Future
and
of everything.
Yeah, if you are one of those people that's like, oh, I don't watch that because I don't like cartoons, then probably
given it a fair shot.
Yeah, it's like
watch the cartoons you think you're not into.
Yeah,
do it.
Right,
they're amazing.
Well,
they're made for adults now too. So
watch the ones that are recommended to you by other adults.
Yeah, for
sure, at least. And my current list of recommendations is literally anything Star Wars. What If is a fantastic show.
Oh, so good. Just finished it today.
Well, caught up.
Yeah.
As of
it's not finished.
September or something. I don't know.
25th.
Well, didn't want to date
26. I don't fucking know. Oh, you didn't want it? Whoops.
I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just takes away the illusion of it being live.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's gonna know that these are a month behind now.
Catching up a little bit.
Yeah, it's because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm eating through my backlog
yep.
a fucking, I don't know, Grimace from McDonald's. I don't know. Just trying to think of something that eats a lot. Like Jake.
There you go.
Yeah. So, let's see. What's,
New Star Wars.
new Star Wars? Star Wars Visions?
So good.
Holy shit.
So good. It's a Star Wars anime, and they couldn't have done any better.
It's like 10
better.
Star Wars animes, by the way. It's
Yeah.
like every episode is a different art director or whatever, and different studio behind it. So, like, fucking phenomenal. Just like Love, Death, and Robots. Another cool cartoon.
Yep. Freaking phenomenal.
And I'll call them cartoons until the day I die. Just to make you people who thought you were adults who end up liking them have to say the word cartoon. By the way, this episode is being recorded in Colombia. Not the country, but the city. Actually, Lexington, right?
Yeah, Lexington.
Yeah, we are at Brittany's aunt and uncle's house dog sitting. So if you hear that incessant whimpering,
It's not Andrew.
yes, and the dog is not being neglected. He's a very well taken care of, well loved dog. He just likes to whine all the time.
She's just mad because she's not over here cuddling with everyone, and her brother Kiki stole her spot.
Oh my gosh, it's just one of those noises that is just
That
made.
Andrew makes that he thinks is annoying.
Yeah. Well, I make it because I know it's annoying.
Well, I like.
I only
when
make
you
it to annoy
make
people.
the noise though.
You like me making a dog whimpering noise?
When we do his sexy time, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's
See.
a dog. He's a dog, and he refuses to wear his dog tag that I personalized for him as an anniversary present for his sexy time collar. He doesn't want to face the facts in the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't like the Rue being a shortening of Andrew. I don't know. It just,
Would you rather? I should have put Havok. That would have been even better.
that would have been better.
But I didn't even think about it. I mean, it was when we first started, like, dating.
Right.
So.
And I had just gotten into comedy, which, like, pretty sure I've used Andrew Havok the whole time.
Yeah, you have.
Think so.
You definitely have.
So I was like, that was one of the first things. I was like, I need a stage name.
Mm-hmm.
Let me steal it from somebody else. I didn't actually steal it. It's an homage, okay? It's because Davey Havok's my dad. I don't know.
He wishes.
Yeah.
Is he old enough to be your dad? How old is he?
Probably. Let's look this up. Davey Havok. Age. Davey.
Okay, Google.
I'm gonna beat you to it.
Well, my Google's not even activated.
45. Yeah, he definitely. Well, okay, so I'm not that young.
Yeah, it's not it don't feel great, does it?
It's possible. He would have had me when he was 17, which
Okay,
is
so
possible.
yeah, that's possible.
That's possible.
My parents had me when they were like 21.
I don't know. I'm kind of
Andrew's getting up there, y'all.
like, as much as I love Davey Havok and AFI, it's been a disappointing few years for AFI for me, or a few albums rather. Last 2 or 3 albums of theirs I haven't really been a huge fan of. And then I listened to him on a podcast, that vegan podcast, and I was like,
Is it just because it was the vegan podcast, or?
No, I mean, like, I knew he was vegan from the get. Like, I knew that was, like,
So
one of
that's
those...
why you sought out a vegan girlfriend. Just kidding.
No, definitely did not seek out a vegan. My first girlfriend was a vegetarian trying to go vegan, but it was, way back in the day when there wasn't, Beyond Burgers everywhere.
True that.
So she was actually, well, I think it was my brother first, but she really got me into AFI because she was super duper into AFI because he was a vegan, but like I was into it because I was like, oh, this is really good music. And I don't know, I was listening to that podcast and like just a lot of his stuff, like he was talking about not even really like being all there while he was writing this most recent album, and I'm like, shouldn't...
Well, it showed.
Well, it showed, right? It does not sound as good as the old ones, that's for sure. And like, at a certain point, I don't know if like artistic talent dries up, or if that's like a symptom of veganism, or
a symptom of veganism.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's gotta
god,
be, right?
no.
You just lose your artistic edge.
No. He's been vegan for so long.
Yeah, it's finally taking hold.
After so many years.
It's been a while.
The veggies really start getting to you.
Oh, man. So, let's see. What is a band from your childhood that
Ooh.
has like just doesn't hold up as much
Oh,
anymore?
doesn't hold up anymore?
Yeah, that you like idolized, and not even necessarily like idolized, but just really got into, and then you just like started listening to some of their more recent albums.
To be honest, A Day to Remember.
Mm-hmm.
A Day to Remember.
Yeah,
like all through my high school
I think everybody
career.
else
yeah.
could agree.
As soon like the album with the 2 C's.
Oh,
that was like the last quote unquote good album, and I only liked like maybe half the songs in there. Maybe half. Maybe.
I don't know. I really
even.
like that album.
It's really good, but like I said, I only liked.
It's no what separates
about
me
half.
from you, but you know.
But that's where I started like losing the. It's not quite.
Common Courtesy, I
Yeah.
think is the name of the. Yeah, Common Courtesy. That's what the 2 C's stand for.
Mm-hmm.
I have not listened to their newest album, You're Welcome.
I haven't either.
But Bad Vibrations. Ooh.
Is that the one that like they try to do all the EDM stuff or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. As soon as like that all started too, I was like,
Well, see,
I see they're trying,
and,
but it's not working for them too much.
Yeah.
They were phenomenal live. Like when I saw them live and they came to Augusta, like hands down best concert I've been to in a very long time.
It was really fun.
Very
Good.
long
I was there too.
Oh yeah, that's right, you were.
Was there. I mean, with my last girlfriend, but...
I was there with my most recent ex because I had gotten 2 tickets and I was going to bring the ex that ended up being there that it was awkward because at the time I was like in between them two and it was miserable. It was a miserable time. I was chain smoking because I was on Paxil and I was impulsively like doing whatever the fuck I wanted. So like, just
Chain smoking cigarettes?
I was chain smoking cigarettes and I don't smoke cigarettes and I do
have
not
never
like
seen
cigarettes.
you touch a cigarette.
I've smoked like 2 American Spirits.
Oh yeah,
in
that's
my
right.
life. Yeah,
that's
because
right.
that one time I got super freaking stressed out too.
Yeah.
And that was miserable. I will never smoke American Spirits. That took way too long for me to like even process. I was like, am I gonna light the second one? It's been 20 fucking minutes. Like, oh my god.
You don't have to smoke the whole thing.
I know, but I don't like smoking. Like that was the point of like, oh, I need to get off this medicine because I am chain smoking Marlboro Reds, and it was disgusting. Disgusting.
What is Paxil? Is that an antidepressant or mood stabilizer?
I think it's a mood stabilizer. Let me see. It might be an SSRI, but I'm not entirely sure. But like I said, I was having like really bad impulsive things. It was so
Lack
bad.
of impulse control.
Yeah, like literally, like not even a thought.
Because like for me, smoking is way more tempting on like stimulants. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, when I get drunk, it is a huge draw just because
It's
I
an SSRI.
attached it so much. Okay.
Yep. Helps to improve mood and reduces anxiety. Yeah, so like I started seeking out meds and stuff when my driving PTSD got really freaking bad, like really, really bad. And that's like when I actually started being like, all right, I need to do something because like I need to be able to drive every day because I drive so much for every single one of my jobs, like every single one. And then like I went to the concert and my friend at the time, Trinity, he was with me and he even like every time he handed me a cigarette, he was like, are you sure you want this? You don't smoke. And I was like, yeah, I don't fucking care. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like hyped up on Monster. I was drinking energy drinks 24/7. Like,
oh my God.
I was like, yeah, I'm living my high school days. I'm gonna go see dinner, blah, blah. And then,
I probably
like,
saw you then because I was outside smoking quite frequently at that show too. So.
Probably. You probably did see me. I ran into Blake Williamson, and that was phenomenal because it literally was like a high school reunion for me. It was phenomenal. But yeah, like that's right around the time where I knew like I need to get off these meds. I literally just destroyed my life, like terribly. Same ex, cheated on the boyfriend, and like did all this other shit, and then just completely threw my life away. It was miserable because I was like, you know, right at like 2 years sober, I believe. Right around here, or like a year and a half, 2 years. That was right about there. And I was like, you know, I shouldn't be doing all this fucked up shit. I like grew from this. Nah, it was miserable. But I mean, I know plenty of people who are on Paxil and it actually works for them. So like, good for them. But I was not able to handle Zoloft. I started losing my hearing, which is a very rare side effect on Zoloft.
Is a very interesting side effect.
2% of people experience that. That's it.
Yikes.
That's it. So I was like a part of that 2%, and they were like, "Wow, we don't ever see this." Like,
how quickly did you lose your hearing?
Like, probably say like a month in.
Okay.
A month in, I started getting really bad ringing. And then I was like, okay, it's just ringing in my ear, whatever, I'm getting older,
Just
I destroyed my
time.
body with drugs. Yeah, and I was like, okay, this might be just like a tinnitus thing. I went to concerts all the time and shit, and so I was like, you know, all right, whatever. And then it just kept happening, and then it started becoming like muffled, like someone had an ear muff over my ear, and I was like, what the fuck? So like I couldn't hear pitches. Like pitches of sounds, I could hear a little bit of like tones and tone changing, but like when people would talk to me, it would sound like they were muffled in my one ear, like if I plugged my other ear. So like that was, they were like, oh yeah, you need to come off that. And I was on such a low dose too. Like I was on the lowest prescribed dose that they can prescribe you for it to be considered like prescribed.
Yeah.
And it was miserable.
That, sometimes when my allergies get really bad, I start to lose hearing, but it's never quite that bad. That's
Is that just like?
It's just because they're clogged up.
Clogged
my
up.
ears get clogged up because of my sinuses.
And you got really bad sinuses.
Yeah.
You and allergies are top notch. Yeah.
It's like being sick, just all the time for months on end, just because I live in fucking Georgia. Yeah. Another reason to move to Austin, Texas, baby.
Yeah,
I'm sure my allergies will be bad there, but probably not as bad. There's not nearly as many trees.
Yep,
but not nearly as many pine trees, specifically.
Yeah. Is that like most of our pollen is pine trees?
Almost exclusively pine pollen.
Shit. That's crazy. Especially, and you're allergic to pine nuts.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, you should definitely be on something during allergy season.
I usually am. I'm usually on Zyrtec.
I mean like on...
Like meth.
No, not meth.
Not meth. I need to be on something that's really going to clear me out.
No, Andrew, I am not advocating for you to be on meth other than,
just
Adderall.
allergy season. That's it. Just allergy season.
Just allergy season.
I just need it for a few months. That's it. That's all. Just a few months. Get me back on my feet.
Oh my god. But no, you really need to be on something, especially because I didn't connect those dots until you said, "Yep, exclusively pine trees," and like I know for a fact, like you react heavy from pine nuts.
Yep.
So.
Yep, pine nuts, cashews. Sorry for giving out a list of things to murder me with, but not sorry. I don't know.
I give you death kisses sometimes.
Yeah. Somebody, accidentally sneaked some pine nuts into my beer at an open mic, and I die of anaphylactic shock while telling a joke about suicide. That would be killer.
Is that how you want to go out? Just sprinkle a little cashew juice in there.
Yes. Yeah, extract. Straight cashew extract.
God damn, that'd be intense. I feel like that would be pretty
It'd
immediate.
probably taste fucking awful.
And it would probably taste gross. It would probably be disgusting. Because they'd have to make it out of like some kind of alcohol to pull the extract.
Problem is, you also have to then like defend my body from getting an EpiPen so that I really die. Because I'm sure somebody will have one. Mm-hmm. Somebody in there is careful.
Yep.
I mean,
someone.
Lord knows I don't have an EpiPen. But
well, sorry, but we're not getting you one.
It's like $4,000.
So expensive when you don't have insurance. Like even when you do have insurance, they're like $600.
Yikes.
So, yep.
Yoinks.
Yep.
No thanks, Tom Hanks.
Speaking of, I need to get more Narcan. I just recently found out that Narcan doesn't expire. It just becomes less like effective or whatever.
That's how most medications are.
But I kept it in my car because, that's where I would want to keep it. But we're, live in Georgia, and apparently you're not supposed to keep it in varying, temperature, heat, which is, understandable. It's supposed to be in a cool environment, which I think I need to just put it in my bag. I think I have one in my bag, but I'm not sure.
What bag?
So. My leather rose book bag.
That you carry with you all the time.
That I don't carry with me all the time anymore. That I used to. And
I ain't never seen you carry a bag.
Yes,
other than grocery bags.
No, the first year and a half we dated, I wore my book bag everywhere. You remember this? My rose book bag?
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Clipped my keys on it all the time. Had my Germex on the other side.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't carried it in a year because I went to the flat wallet card life.
Yeah, because you started dating somebody with pockets.
And that too. Got my portable pockets on your butt.
That's one thing I don't understand about lesbian relationships. Who wears the pockets?
I feel like the stud would wear the pockets.
The what?
The stud.
The stud? Is that what it's called now? No,
yeah.
It's not like they're the top. I don't know. Why?
I feel like it's
why
more
has there got to be a
accepted.
Definition anyway?
Yeah, but I'm just saying classification wise, someone's a stud and someone's chapstick or
Okay, so those are lesbian categories.
Mm-hmm.
So they're.
You can be a baby gay. You can be a chapstick lesbian. You can be a stud. You can be butch. There's a lot of different ones.
I thought butch was offensive.
I mean, some people. I've heard some people go by butch. They just want to be butch.
I wonder if that came from butchers.
Maybe.
Could be because they're really swarthy. I guess.
Okay.
That's a term, right?
I guess so. I'm going to act like it is for the sake of your podcast.
Like Bob from Bob's Burgers. I'm pretty sure swarthy is a word.
Swarthy?
Swarthy. Let's look it up.
Swarthy. How would you spell that?
Are you typing?
Yeah.
SWARTHY. Swarthy.
Oh shit. Swarthy definition pops up.
Here we go. Is it?
Do you want to know what it means? Because
Yes.
it's definitely racist. Dark
is it?
skinned.
No.
Yeah.
That's not.
Kiki. It says.
The only definition, the only
What is
words.
a swarthy person? Dark in complexion.
Oh. I always thought it was
Merriam-Webster.
like a pirate or a butcher.
I mean,
Swarthy me mateys.
Let's see.
That's not racist, though. This just means you have darker skin.
I wonder if that is literally, like, the category of, like... Yeah. Okay, so most of the, like... It's meant to be, like, dark as in, like, an antagonist or, like...
Yeah, like brooding.
Yeah, or, like, that kind.
Yeah. But it said dark skin, right?
Yeah, and then that's what I'm thinking is, like, you know, kind of thinking the pirate thing, like you were saying, they're out in the fucking sun all the time, so they're all dark skin, like their complexion is darkened from the sun. Damn, I'll learn something new every day. Swarthy means dark skin. If you like tall, dark, and handsome men, and you find a swarthy complexion attractive. Okay.
I thought it had to do with the whole, like, get up.
Yeah.
Not just the skin, but, you know.
Weathered, rough.
Yeah, see?
Dark.
Yeah.
Swarthy complexion.
So some lesbian couples, they're both swarthy.
Yeah. Swarthy.
It's short for seaworthy.
You are seaworthy. You are a seaworthy companion. We shall travel on my sheep.
What are some other racial slurs you didn't know before?
I didn't know.
I didn't mean to do it!
I didn't know, what are Skylar's from... Can you list Skylar from his
I'm not gonna list racial slurs. I said that as a joke.
Oh, okay. I
didn't expect you to either. This is a podcast.
I don't know many racial slurs. That's the thing. Is like I know like the the hard R or like jigaboo, like that kind of stuff. But like I don't know.
Oh my god.
I didn't know.
We're not.
I didn't know a lot of them. I really didn't because, like, I was raised completely not racist. Like, completely not. Except for a portion of my family is slightly racist, I will say. But, that's the older generation, and they don't have that excuse because no one has that excuse. But it is a different era. It's a different time. I do sort of understand, but at the same time don't, because different generation.
Yeah, I don't know, not many of my family members have been openly racist around me. I mean, I've heard stories of, like, my great-grandma saying, like, talking about black people and using the word darkies.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, oof. But I never met her, so, like, I don't know. She died before I was old enough to remember, so probably didn't have an impression on me. Great grandma, so like.
Yeah, I mean, I knew my great grandma.
I knew my great grandpa on my
grandma and
dad's side.
On my mom's side, they're the ones that just died. The one that my great grandpa died when I was in Canada, and then when I came back, not even a week later, my great grandma died, and that's my grandma's mom.
Yeah.
My grandma Sue and then my grandma Hollenbeck, and she was the matriarch of our family, and now my grandma is, so like that's a huge thing.
Yeah. Well, I can tell.
Oh yeah.
Considering all the events are over at their house,
Mm-hmm.
that's the
telltale sign.
The sign of success amongst a family is everybody comes to your house for every single holiday. That's how you know who's in charge.
Not necessarily in charge, but I would say like she's the family glue. Like my grandma is definitely the family glue. She the one keeping it going, and of course it's definitely the females in my family. I'll say are the
make my own family glue.
Andrew, we are not having any family to use your glue for.
It didn't say you had to use the glue. I'm just saying I'm making it. Ugh.
We will have kittens, various goats and piggies and chickens.
Great. Fantastic. I can't wait for everywhere I go in our house to smell like shit of some kind of different animal.
It's not. Pigs gonna be indoor, outdoor. Chickens are gonna be outdoor.
Yeah, so just when I walk out of the house, or when I'm walking towards the house, or when I get within a mile of the house.
They don't smell that bad as long as you clean up after them, and I'm gonna be cleaning. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to have my own little farm and all my little animals, and I can support my community and be like, hey, anybody want some eggs? I got you. You want some head of lettuce? I got you. I got all these fucking fruits, everything.
Which of the two is higher of a priority for you, the house farm or the yoga studio / cafe?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
Which?
I feel like they're pretty fucking tied. Because, like, that's my work life and then my home life.
Right, but, like, I don't think you could run a house farm while
I mean,
also
it's gonna be
running a business at the same time.
It's going to be a very small farm. Like, when I say farm, I mean just, like...
Yeah, but animals still need attention.
Yeah, but
Things
I mean, like,
still need to be cleaned up.
I've had a regular 9-to-5 job when I had, you know... Here's my list of miniature zoo. I had 3 dogs, all over 94 pounds.
Yikes.
And then I had 3 dogs, 2 cats, a tarantula, a ball python, a bird...
Holy
2
shit.
aquatic turtles. One was the size of a dinner plate. One was the size of one of those small teacup plates.
Damn.
And then I had 3 exotic Placo fish that lived with my turtles.
Yeah.
And then 2 bearded dragons and 2 ferrets.
Wow.
So, like, you
Wow,
know,
wow.
I had my little mini zoo, and they got plenty of attention. Like I said, I worked my 9 to 5. All of them got lit out. All of them crawled around. I will say not all of them got along. The dogs didn't mind the bearded dragons or like the snake or anything, but like, you know, the ferrets didn't like the snake if the snake was held near their cage, or if you held a ferret near the snake cage, they were like, yeah,
that makes sense.
But yeah, you know, that makes sense.
You know, snakes, rodents.
I was with a dickhead, so like he was an asshole. He definitely had to feed the snake because she started needing live bait, and I could not handle that. So yeah, that was a thing.
Vegan eating something or raising something that needs to eat living beings. Which I mean, I
already know the circle of life, and I already know all that, and I know like if I
choose to
had
reject
no
it.
farm, well, not reject it. I can survive. I have the substance in today's day to be able to survive without needing to eat meat. So, like, you know, that's my choice, because I don't want to eat my pets, but if I do have pets that die, like, I understand, like, yeah, if I have a chicken that dies, I'm gonna bring it to someone and just be like, I just want its feathers, like, just give me its feathers and I will collect all my chicken feathers. Like, I don't want to bury it because I know I'm gonna have dogs that can dig it up, like, I know that, and I don't want to have, like, random chickens at each place that I've been that I don't get to take with me. I did get my first bearded dragon cremated, though, and he comes everywhere with me. So
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
You didn't want to eat him?
No! I would not eat any of my animals.
Just get a skewer.
No! Oh my god, no! No!
Oh.
My ferrets burned alive. That was devastating.
What?
I was transitioning from living alone, broke up with the dickhead, and I moved back in with my parents, and I wasn't allowed to have any of my animals, so I had to find them all homes, and my 2 ferrets went to the guy I consider my big brother, and their trailer burned down. They lost all their cats but 2. And the ferrets, they lost the ferrets, they lost everything. It was devastating.
Damn.
1 bearded dragon is with my friend Lee. The other bearded dragon stayed with the dickhead. The 3 dogs were originally the dickheads, so he got those. And then, unfortunately, only one of them is surviving today. All the other ones died of, like cancer and old age. Momo, my favorite, my chocolate lab, pit mix. His head was as big as your head.
Oh my god.
Times 2, probably.
Holy shit.
Yeah, big old head. He was my favorite. He was my little chocolate baby. He was definitely intact, so he had some saggy ass balls he would drag all over the floor, and he thought it was the most hilarious fucking thing to just drag his balls. Like, he would look too. He would like watch himself drag his balls and make sure someone was watching, and I was like, oh my god, you are ridiculous. Anytime
I do the same shit once I'm old. Saggy ass ball. Be dragging him across the floor like, hey, you looking at me, huh? You see these things? Somebody measure this. Somebody get over here with a tape.
But he was my favorite puppy dog. He was so sweet. He would hype, like, he was super old, so he would like hype up and get these little energy spurts, and you'd be like, oh my god, you're still young and spry, and he would love it. But anytime we would be smoking weed or anything, he would do anything he had to be in the room. He wanted to be in the room. He wanted to be high. Like, he was a weed dog. Oh my god. You could not have anything out. You had to hide everything in jars. You had to hide it in the closet, or that jar going to be rolling, or you going to eat it. He loved it. I didn't know how he got that way. Well, okay, I kind of know how he got that way, because, he was raised.
You literally have dreadlocks. Come on.
I did not have dreadlocks then.
Oh.
I didn't have dreadlocks till 2018. Yeah, 2018. Yeah, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 20. Oh, no, because October it'll be 4 years. This October it'll be 4 years. It's 2017.
What prompted the dreadlocks?
I have always wanted this hairstyle specifically. Like, I wanted half my head shaved in dreads. And I had tried dreads with my full head of hair when I was with Dickhead in the mini zoo. And I was like, oh, this is not working. Like, I did not have the time. I did not have the money to upkeep them like I do now, like professionally upkeep them, as far as like roots go and stuff. But it was a mess. Like, I had a whole big rat's nest in my head. I couldn't comb it out. It took me like 8 hours and probably about 4 showers of just nothing but like conditioner to try to be able to comb them out. Right. And I sat there for that whole freaking night. And first off, you shouldn't be able to comb them out that easy and that quick. If they were real dreads, I did not get them put in correctly either. I'm a Caucasian woman. My dreads take a lot of maintenance, so they don't dread super, super easy. But I did get lucky. When I got them this time, it was fine. But the last time, it was miserable. It was so terrible. They were not done right. They looked so bad. I just had a friend do them. Like, it wasn't anything. So I had to comb all that out, and then I had to let my hair, recoup. But I didn't get my dreads till I shaved my head. I shaved half my head first, and then I was like, well, and it was right after I first got sober. So, like, chip system wise, I was about, I think the last one you get is 3 months, then it's 6 months, and then 9 months.
Yeah.
So I think I got my dreads, it was October, so March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months. So I got my dreads at like 6 months, like right after my 6 month mark, because I didn't want to wait for my 9 month chip yet. So I was like, I'm gonna get dreads, and I'm gonna get my tongue pierced, and I'm gonna get my nipples pierced. Like, I'm gonna do everything. Like, so that was like my chip system for my sobriety at the time. Yeah. So like I went for a while with my head just shaved, and then just super long hair on the other side, and I had hair down to my hips already, down to my butt. And that was awesome. And then, of course, when I got dreads, it went up to about, like, boob level. And now they're finally getting back to hip level. So.
Just can't wait till they're taller than you are. It's gonna be my favorite.
When I have to wrap up my
Little
dreads.
lady. Tripping all over them.
Tripping on my dreads.
You gotta tie them up like a piece of rope.
Yep. I mean, they're getting to the point where I can barely tie them now. Like, I'm gonna have to get those, like, dread wraps to tuck them just under and bandana them around. Because, like, I can still put them in a bun, cords. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I have for hair ties now.
Yeah,
the little snap cords. Ones, they look like freaking mini bungee cords.
Yeah.
And they work phenomenally. They do not, like, snag or anything. They don't pull. It's so great. But, they're such a pain in the ass once they get so heavy and you can't really do much with them. But I think what I'm gonna try to do, every time I try, I give up on it, but I'm gonna try to grow
your right side out?
Yes, I'm gonna try to grow my right side out to about 6 inches, and then when I get my first dread haircut, attach what I cut off to the other side, as long as it's even, because I don't want them to be uneven.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll do that, but then I'm like, I'm probably going to give up, because every time I try to grow my right side out, I get and it's already to the point where it's near my ears, and I hate it, like, it just gets so annoying, so I'll probably end up just, this next time, I'm dyeing them for the first time ever, because, 4 is my favorite number. They're 4 years old.
Yep. Gonna have them all pretty. Mm-hmm. When is that?
October 15th.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, dread's pretty awesome. Especially every time I've been tripping. I see your dreads, and there's like eyeballs all over the place throughout. It's like you have 1,000 fucking eyes. Most of the time, anyway. Sometimes they're more like tentacles, but I like snakes.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's dope as shit.
I wonder.
I was thinking about that the other day, about how, like, maybe the reason I like it so much is they do kind of look like a bunch of different tentacles coming out your head.
And you like the tentacles.
I do like tentacles.
We are both fans of the tentacles.
Yes. That's not pentacles, that's tentacles.
Tentacles.
I'm not greedy. That's what pentacles are, right? It's money.
I think so, yeah.
Something like that.
Something of that nature.
I don't do the tarot.
The tarot.
Tarot.
But every tarot reading that you've gotten done has been spot the fuck on. Same with mine. Like, I know we were chilling at the house the other night, and everyone had their tarot cards out, and oh my god, that was phenomenal. That was just pretty damn spot on for everything. Like, I just asked my simple questions too, and was like, shit, all right, got all my answers.
Yep, it's kind of creepy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I had a tarot reading one time that told me I should leave my ex-wife, so there's that.
Well, there you go.
That was pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very accurate description of the entire relationship, and the person didn't even know that we were like having issues. It was one of our friends that we hadn't told anything yet.
Damn.
All of a sudden, it was like, "Yo,
oh, you want to do a reading?
There's
cool.
this
possessive
being that's keeping control over your entire life, and you need to break free of the chains and go live your own life." And I was like, "Wow, that's weird."
I mean, when we first started hanging out, you remember the first night we hung out, and it was Savannah and Corey, and we were at Corey's old house, and we had our bonfire and everything, and then we went inside and did tarot, and were you asleep yet? I don't remember.
I'm almost positive I was
I think
asleep.
you were, yeah, I think you were, because, like, she held my keys and everything, and this is the first time I had seen Savannah since high school, so, like, it had been a second, too. And she did my tarot reading, and I didn't even ask anything. Like, she just held my keys, and she's like, "Is there anything like going on, anything like that, blah blah blah?" And I was like, no, not really. Like, and I was just thinking of like everything that's was just happening. Split the deck, did that, and then she immediately was like, holy shit, this is all about, like, you've had because I did just regular 3 card, and that's typically how I like to get my readings, is 3 cards. But this last time, Corey did a 5 card for me, and that was, oh my god, that was absolutely phenomenal. That was the first time I ever had it done that way, and it might have been a 4 card, I'm not sure. But it was good. Like, it was spot on to what I needed. Especially with, like, the reactions I've been having, and, like, you quitting smoking, and me being an empath, and oh my god, like, I don't know what to do with negative energy. I don't have that much negative energy, so, like, don't know what to do with it when I have it all. But no, the first time, it was like, because this was probably, like, what? This was the second or third time we hung out in person?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was just one of those.
And, so we weren't dating or anything, and, like, I definitely was crushing a little bit, so, like, that was definitely a thing already.
Oh, on me?
What? On you?
What?
Duh! Having all these spiritual conversations over a bonfire and shit. I'm over here like, where the fuck did this guy come from? What the hell? And
Out of space, baby.
Yeah, outer fucking space, for real. But no, he did the reading, or Savannah did the reading, and she was like, oh. And she knew, like, my past about my other previous Pisces relationship, and, like, how that ended in absolute trauma, and, like, it was like a forewarning of it's gonna be the same, it's gonna present its same way that it did in your previous times, and, like, but it's gonna be so much better and, like, more fruitful, and went, like, the whole 9 yards about an emotional Pisces, essentially, and how he was gonna come into my life randomly and completely, like, boop all the things.
Oh, really?
So I was like, oh, and she looked at you, and yeah, you were asleep, because that was the night we, like, drew on you and shit.
Oh my god.
And Corey won the bet because you hadn't even taken your shoes off yet.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it was so fucking creepy, because literally, like, not even 2 weeks later, I was like, fuck, that was right. Like, I've fallen head over heels for this guy. Like, god damn it, can't believe this happened. What the fuck? And just, and now here we are today. Almost 2 years.
My head was falling for your heels the whole time.
True. True.
That's crazy.
Right?
I've always had the weirdest experience with tarot. Like, way more of a, I guess you could say, religious experience than I've ever had in a church.
Yep. Me too. Like, I've had plenty of religious experiences in churches. Like, I have
never. Not once.
I've had 2. I've had 2 really religious experiences, and one was when, like, I got prayed over by in tongues by the children's youth person or whatever. They were doing that.
Youth pastor.
No, because it was someone else. And, like, I loved my church I was at. Loved it, but then it started being very, very corrupt. Especially when the pastor wrote a book and completely exiled his third child, like, his oldest son, because he didn't want to become a pastor. Like, they still practice religion, and they still practice Christianity, but he wouldn't recognize him because he didn't want to be a pastor, and he wasn't following, like, the strict Christianity or anything like that.
Not everybody is cut out to be God's stand-up comedian.
I liked that analogy. No, so then my mom was like, I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. That doesn't sound very Christian-like. And then we started, being very close to them, and it just was very obvious that it was corrupt, and tithing was the main focus, and that's who got all the, miracles in their life and stuff, and all that stuff, whatever. So we, didn't do any of that, but I was prayed over, and at this time I had Coke bottle thick glasses, like Coke bottle thick glasses. It was bad. And I think this was either first or third grade. I don't remember which one.
You heal your vision?
Yeah. I could read the back of the small print on an M&M. You remember M&M's minis came in tubes?
Yeah.
Yes, I could read all the fucking weird ingredients on that
from
like far away, and my vision was shit. Like I'm talking, I couldn't even read street signs and stuff without my glasses.
There's science behind that. Darren Brown, he did a entire show. It's on Netflix. We should really watch it. It's called Faith Healer, and it's he's a mentalist / hypnotist, whatever you want to call him. Mm-hmm. He fucks with people's heads, and he told everyone at the beginning of the show, he tells everyone, hey, I'm basically a fucking hypnotist or whatever, like none of this is an actual religious thing, but it's still gonna work on you because I'm still gonna do the same stuff that all these other faith healers do. Mm-hmm. So he does exactly that. He brings somebody up on stage and they have like glasses that are super thick or whatever, and he cures their sight, and he's like, don't throw away those glasses, it will wear off, this doesn't last forever. Damn. So
because I didn't start having vision issues again until 3 years ago.
Wow.
3 years ago.
So it lasted a while.
A long time.
That's pretty good.
Very long time.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, shit. I've thought several times about getting like hypnosis to stop smoking. Mm-hmm. Because I've heard that works like a charm. The cool part though was he was like, somebody out there, I feel like somebody is being kind of skeptical that I actually just did that. So why don't you come up here on stage? And this dude just like stands up and he walks up to the stage and he's like, okay, read this pamphlet for the show or whatever. And he starts reading the pamphlet, and then the guy Darren does something else to him, some other hypnosis thing, and he's like, okay, now read the pamphlet. And the guy has been holding this same pamphlet the entire time. And he's like, starts laughing like, what did you do? You swapped the pamphlet out. Yeah. Like, this has all gibberish on it. I can't read a fucking word of it. And the guy's like, no, it's the same fucking pamphlet. And they point the camera at it, and it's got regular words. It still says the same things that he was just reading. Guy just can't read anymore. And he was like, gave him the ability to read back again. But like, holy shit. Like,
you can trick the mind into so many things, and I think that's like, I don't want to be quoted on record or whatever, but I think that's how, like...
Oh, good, because this is literally a record.
So, I know.
Anyway, go ahead.
But I think that's how, like, therapy works. Like, people are figuring out the ways to trick their minds into living in today's society with whatever, quote-unquote mental illness they have, or whatever defect they have, or disorder, or anything like that. Like, that's how, like, I feel like that's how therapy should be used, maybe, is like, you figure out what you have, how you can use it as your superpower, and you'll work with someone that's professional that can help you figure out those ways, like, make it work for you instead of against you.
Stand-up definitely works the same way. Mm-hmm. It's like crowd hypnotism. The entire time you're like trying to get everybody thinking in the same path as you, and you're trying to, like, I don't know. It is like you're trying to mass hypnotize people, but it's a lot harder when, the people have already seen your act before, and there's not too many of them. Although it does work better one-on-one sometimes. Like, for example, I can make you laugh pretty much any time.
Yeah.
See?
It's 'cause you
see? Got you again. I don't know if that's good or bad for the for my stand-up. That you laugh at everything. I think it's probably good because it encourages me to try everything. But
I feel like it's good, and then plus, like, I don't ever have a problem telling you when shit doesn't work. Or when it just doesn't make sense or something.
Sometimes, man.
I know, sometimes I crush your spirit, but it's okay. Sometimes you need to be humble without going to the Highlander.
Oh, God. But, like, honestly, that last time we went to Highlander.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Good. We got this whole little crowd of stand-up comedians now. They're going to the open mic at Joe's. Had 2 other new ones last week that I don't know if they'll come back or not. They said they will. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We shall see. So. I don't know what I was gonna say. So I was gonna say you want to hear my dream from last night, but I don't even remember a whole lot of it.
You said it was like a retirement home.
The first one was.
Oh, okay. So
and then the first one was just something to do with old people, and I think I was also old. I don't remember. But the second one was like climbing. There was like a
climbing gym.
Summer camp at a climbing gym that I had gotten sent to like by myself, and it was like My Hero Academia level of like summer camp of climbing. Like it's a competition between all the people. Okay. And then every night there was a fucking talent show, and everybody else was like playing music and stuff. And I was like, well, I can't fucking do comedy to this. God damn. And I wish I could remember more of it, but
as soon as you wake up, write it down.
I wrote down what I could.
Oh, okay.
Because I had it, and then I woke up in the middle of the night because dogs, and then had to go back to sleep again and try and. I think it went back to that same dream, but.
Repeat.
Yeah.
Repeat, rerun. I had a Balto dream like that. I know I was saying that in the car the other day, but. Balto. So you know the movie Balto, the scene where he's having the dream that he's running on ice. And then all of the evil, like, shadows and stuff are coming towards him and, like, the train and stuff or whatever. Well, I used to have a recurring dream, I still remember it today, that I would see, like, from his eyes, all that happening. But then it would cut into, like, me hiding in random shadow places of a building. And then, what's really weird is, now that you say that, is, like, the climbing gym, I had a dream about having to climb up, like in that Balto dream, I had to climb up these like little steel things and push myself into a little corner to hide, and I could still see everyone down below me and everyone like in these little cracks. And then when I was playing hide and go seek this one time at the climbing gym, because we were after hours and it was someone's birthday party, so they had rented out the whole thing or whatever. And we were playing hide and go seek, and I climbed up those steel beams. I got hit with like a wave of deja vu, and was like, that was weird. And then as I like pushed myself into the corner of like the lead climbing before it hits the garage door, I climbed all the way up there. It was still dark, and then I like looked through the little slit, and I was like, oh, holy shit, this is from like my childhood Balto dream that I've always remembered forever and ever. What the hell?
Weird.
It was weird. It was so weird. Like, I stayed up there for a while, too. I was like, this is so creepy, and how is this exactly like my dream that I used to have when I was, like, a fucking kid. Like, a kid.
I think deja vu like that, like dreams and deja vu and, like, dreaming something that's in real life but in the future, like premonitions like that, it's probably some sort of like interdimensional, I guess you would say.
Time travel.
Not time travel necessarily, but like just like waves getting crossed. Like I think that there's hold on. What's up, Christian? You're on the podcast.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, there he goes. He's got a word in though. So I think it's like, god damn, of course, it was right in the middle of talking about interdimensional deja vu. But I think it's just like how like energy can move in waves and stuff, and it just like reverberates throughout time and space and different dimensions, and then sometimes your brain can pick up on those waves. Sometimes it can't. I think psychedelics are a way to open your brain to receiving
because all
more
those
waves.
filters are gone. All those like what I like to consider like the human experience filters are lifted, like completely lifted.
Yeah.
To like that full veil of hi, this is what everything looks like.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
All at
It's
once.
fucking wild. Every time I've done, and like I said, that first time I took mushrooms, I lived an entire life in prison until I was like 80 or 90 years old. I went to jail for life for doing mushrooms once. And
oh
like,
my gosh.
yeah. And like, I think time probably moves faster or slower depending on which universe you're in as well. I mean, it moves faster and slower depending on where you are in this universe, like where you are in relation to large objects. So, like, I saw a post on Facebook the other day of like, don't think of yourself as being like 27 now. Think of yourself as like a 90-year-old that went back in time and, you know, got back into your 27-year-old body. And I'm like, okay, well, that's literally how I've been living my life since then. So, not entirely, I guess. I don't know. Kind of. Because back then I was still married and I thought that was like the whole purpose of my life was to
Your societal construct of be a husband, be a family, have a house.
be a family, be a house. Be the house.
Be the house.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, not even necessarily that. I just thought, like, love was the purpose, and I had found it. I was like, I thought
Aww.
that was the whole point.
Little naive Andrew.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I mean, you could still believe love is the purpose, and, like, you know, you find your...
Kind of.
half... I'd say probably, like... A very large portion of my belief is love is the purpose. Like, finding how you can spread it to other people without overcoming their own thoughts of what love is and compassion and kindness. And then, like, finding that in everybody else. Like, everybody else. Trying to figure out, like, what that looks like in relation to your love. Like, the love I give, like, this is coming from a polyamorous view, so, like, the love I give to whoever I'm either choosing to be in a monogamous relationship with, or if I am in, like, a polyamorous situation, then, of course, like, that's where I'm choosing to place that love. That kind of love, but then I'm still loving, like, my family, my friends, my clients. Like, there's always a level of love anywhere.
All you need is love.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you know, there's a reason everybody says that, and there's a reason that everybody sees love as not everybody, but a lot of people see love as the purpose, mostly artsy-fartsy people, but...
Which is everybody. Like, everybody is creative in their own aspect. It's just in a different way. Like, some people are creative.
Like Jeff Bezos. I mean, he's not really creative. He's just cunning. Which I guess is a kind of creativity.
I mean, yeah,
whatever.
creativity can be... You can master the art of manipulation. That is a creative avenue.
Yikes.
Yeah, like, that's
Yeah.
the scary part, is, like, people can navigate love into evil shit, and they can navigate love into wholesome shit. It's just who is in control of said love at the time.
I don't think Jeff Bezos loves anything except for money.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
probably right.
I'm almost positive.
You're probably right on
Like,
that one.
you don't get to have that much money without it being your sole priority. Or being an asshole. That's just... That is how the world works. I'm gonna have to get a Bo Burnham jar, too.
Yep.
So yeah, and I mean that's one of the main messages that gets brought back from psychedelic trips all the time.
We're all connected.
We're all connected, bro. Everybody love everybody, bro.
But there's so many people
it's
that are like,
so
nah,
true.
I'm so selfish. I'm gonna just love myself.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
and they need more psychedelics.
Here, bro, just drink this drink.
So
3
do
tabs
people,
of acid.
you know what?
Boom.
Bring it all the way back around. People that don't watch cartoons need more psychedelics. Because try watching anything live action while you're tripping on acid.
Oh
Fuck
my god,
that.
that's insane.
It all looks so fake. The cartoon stuff looks real as fuck.
Because there's no like CGI. It's drawn. Like everything is
Right.
drawn to realism.
Not to mention, try following a fucking plot while you're tripping on acid. No way.
This one time, remember, I was tripping on the shroomies, and don't ever watch The Good Dinosaur for the first time while tripping on shrooms.
Oh, so sad.
That was the saddest I have ever been in so long, and it completely, like, I don't want to say derailed, but it opened my trip up to a lot of, like, trauma loss, like all of my loss trauma that I've had. And it was terrible because it was like the part where it's like raining and dark and you're thinking the dinosaur is gonna choose to become evil, and that's kind of like what the show is starting to show you, is like, oh, he's learning that, you know, you have to be selfish to do these things and all that, and like, you know, it's fucking insane, and it just, ooh, it was rough. That was a rough go of it.
Yeah.
Rough go of it for a good, like, I'd probably say 20 minutes.
I mean, it's interesting,
Could not finish that movie. Let's just say that
conundrum.
much.
Yeah.
Could not
whole-
finish that movie.
Like, it does take a certain amount of selfishness to be successful in life.
Mm-hmm.
To make it where you want to get to, you have to care more about yourself than other people at certain points about certain things, for sure.
But I still believe you can do that without letting that selfishness overcome what you're doing.
See,
It
that's
just
why...
takes a kind person to realize, like, I can still have that boundary of I have to be selfish to get to my goal, but it's not, it's selflessness, not selfishness.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's why
it's a better foundation.
I can't agree with the Jedi or the Sith.
Ooh.
Can't go with either one, because, I mean,
Why?
the Jedi...
Why for both? Yeah, give me your reasons for both.
So, let me pull up the oath of both, because...
The oath of both.
Yeah, the oath of both. That's not what it's called, but it's like the Jedi oath and then the Sith oath. This is the Jedi one. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. And then the Sith code is Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The force shall set me free. But the gray code, which is
Like in between or
in
whatever?
between, right?
Okay.
A gray Jedi is one that rejects both sides. The gray code is, there is no dark side nor a light side. There is only the force. I will do what I must to keep the balance. There is no good without evil, but evil must not be allowed to flourish. There is passion, yet peace. There is serenity, yet emotion. There is chaos, yet order.
Okay, so that's taking like the Buddhist approach.
Yeah.
You can't have happiness without suffering, and you can't have suffering without happiness. Like,
Right.
there's always going to be both, and your thing is you can accept like the suffering that's happening and not add to it.
Right. It's it's one of the reasons why Ahsoka Tano is one of the best characters in all of Star Wars, because
Great
she
Jedi?
technically I would say so. I don't know if they've actually like canonized the Grey Jedi yet. I think it's a book thing at this point still.
Okay.
But Ahsoka embodies that entire code to the T.
Hell
She was trained a Jedi at first by Anakin Skywalker, and then at a certain point got falsely accused of trying to blow up the Jedi Temple. And then, this is all
Jeez.
spoiler alerts for Clone Wars, by the way, all you non-cartoon watchers. But it came out years ago, so you had your chance. But gets accused of blowing up the Jedi Temple and,
Jeez.
like, convicted and shit. So they're, like,
Damn.
chasing her down, kicked her out of the Jedi Order, and then eventually they figure out, like, years later, they figure out it wasn't her, or I don't know if it was years, but whatever. Anyway, they figure out it wasn't her, and they invite her back to the Jedi Order, and she's like, no, fuck the Jedi. I don't want to be a part of that shit.
Yeah.
You guys are just dogs of the military, as they would say in Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
Which, surprisingly, very similar plot lines. The Alchemists and FMA are very equivalent to the Jedi in Clone Wars.
Hell yeah.
Because, like, they're part of the military now. They instantly get the rank of general just for being a Jedi. And they send them out as leaders of platoons. So, it's, like, identical.
Jeez.
Go commit war
yeah.
crimes.
Go commit war crimes.
Yep. Which is why Clone Wars is so fucking good, because you get to see all these cool ass war crimes. Yeah.
Okay, so you would classify your stuff as Grey Jedi? Like you would follow Grey
I guess,
Jedi?
but I don't even want to use the word Jedi. I don't want to be part of any. That's the thing about being a gray Jedi, is like, why would you put a label on it? And also, why does it have to be a label that's so...
Jedi.
Could be... Well, I mean, gray. It's just like the most boring word literally in the entire language. The most boring word is gray. And then, I mean, why not make it like, if you're
Rainbow
gonna do...
Jedi.
Well, if you're gonna do the color thing, like, why not do a combination of red and blue and make it a purple Jedi?
I feel like purple's still good though. Like that's
Purple,
still Jedi,
literally
right?
the whole reason that Mace Windu has a purple lightsaber is because he was trained in the dark side first. And then he transferred over to being a Jedi,
okay.
so his lightsaber is still
Purple? Ah,
Yeah.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Also, Star Wars Visions gets real in depth with lightsabers and
Big
lightsaber
time,
color.
and it's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Really cool. Supposedly, I think God, I'm not going to be able to remember which way it goes, but I think blue...
Blue is good.
Well, yes.
Blue
but
is like
blue
the
means
Jedi.
you're a good, like, lightsaber, like, sword master. And then green means that you're, like, super strong with the Force.
Yeah.
Like, you're more about the, like, telekinesis shit.
In Visions, or
Whatnot.
you're talking about Star Wars?
Star Wars in general, supposedly. I don't know if that's still true to this day. I heard that when I was a child.
I know in Visions, the purple was Homeboy that got overcome by the dark side.
Right,
and
yeah.
then it turned...
Yeah, and then he came back around. Yeah. So spruce alert.
Yeah.
Beep.
But hey, it's out, so you can watch it.
So all 9 episodes, they're all phenomenal.
So good. My favorite is the twin episode. Still.
The twins.
The twins.
Twins.
I really
still
hope...
can't help but think of Scary Movie 3 every time the word twins is said.
But I can't wait till second season comes out. I hope they elaborate on every single episode they did.
Yeah. Just like
my
Love,
God.
Death, and Robots, I need a whole season of every episode.
Yup. I need to know. I want to know all the things.
I don't think they're going to continue it. I think they're probably going to do the same thing as Love, Death, and Robots, and they're just going to continue it as an anthology. And just have different stories.
But I mean, at least that's still phenomenal. Like, they're getting it. They know what they're doing. Oh my god, bridging the world of anime and Star Wars is just fucking mind-blowing. The amazement that it became.
Oh yeah, especially with the studios that they got to do it.
Yeah,
Holy
they
shit.
got some high-end studios in there. They are dropping name bombs on those credits. 100%.
Yeah. And like it was originally in Japanese too. So it's like full on like a Japanese thing. Like the one we watched was a dub. Which by the way, stop making me feel bad for watching dubs. Dubs are just fine. I don't like reading.
I can't read. Like I don't want to say like I can't read.
You can't
But
read. You said it. You openly admitted it. Everybody knows now.
I can read, I swear. I can read, but I don't like reading and watching because I have to do one or the other.
Yeah.
Like, I have to either like read really, really, really fast and then already know what's going to happen and then watch it, or watch it and then hope I catch some of the reading.
It needs to be like Pokemans when they put the text boxes on the and then everything stops. It's like and you just read it and then you hit A.
Yeah.
And it goes to the next scene.
But then I don't want that to be that interactive either.
Right.
Like, I don't want to have to push a button every time or anything.
Did you ever watch Bandersnatch? It's Black Mirror.
Oh, is
episode?
this the one
The
where you
Choose
can
Your Own
control
Adventure?
the event? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never did that one. I need to, though. I want to do it.
It's pretty cool. It's a very good exploration of choose your own adventure stuff.
Hell yeah.
And not only that, but Bandersnatch was a actual choose your own adventure book that they based the title off of.
Oh, I didn't know
and then
that.
Based
That's cool.
some of the content in the show, movie, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Experience.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. Let's see, what else have we been watching? We watched, we've been watching Charmed.
Oh my god, such trash TV.
It's so good, though.
It's fucking CW. I just like...
So good.
I don't watch cartoons, but Charmed is not a cartoon.
No, Charmed
and
is
it's
not a
way
cartoon.
lower brow than
Oh,
Clone Wars
for
or
sure.
Visions. Or...
For sure, but they did a good job on it.
Yeah.
For it being a reboot
Oh
of
my
an
God.
old show, yeah, they did good.
Yeah, I mean it's watchable.
And that's what I mean. Like they didn't overkill it to the point where it's like, oh, you fucked up the reboot.
But CW does a really good job of putting super duper hot people in all of their shows.
That's big facts. Like Arrow, I loved all the Arrow stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was phenomenal. I never got a chance to watch all the Flash stuff yet, but
There's
I
a
love
lot
all the
more
Arrow
Flash stuff, I think, now.
Hell, and
So,
Arrow. I've
Arrow.
only seen the first season.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I've watched through, like, I think season 3.
Oh, damn, okay.
Because, like, I think he's on that island for, 3 years? I don't think I got to the point where the flashbacks had caught up. Let's see. I think we probably have a good amount. So,
Sure.
how do we want to close this
Oh,
one?
how do I want to close this one? I feel like this one was just like a little catch up. We can release our news since this will be after.
Yeah, it'll be after. I don't know. They'll find out.
I mean,
We don't need to.
you
That's not a podcast announcement.
I feel like that's an exciting thing that
It's
people
exciting.
that listen to our episodes are gonna be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah.
Happy
Well,
for them.
I mean, at this point, we've built up the suspense so much.
There's so much suspense.
Everybody's begging for it.
Who
at this point.
would
They're screaming at the radio? "Ah!"
We want to know.
I don't know why.
it?
I don't know why I'm pretending I'm on an AM radio, but
Well, anyways, in the next couple hours, we will be signing the papers to our new place.
yup, gonna have a hizzle of our own.
Of our own with our boys.
It's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be so awesome. I can't wait to have all the Legos displayed up on the wall so the kitties can jump on the display boxes and have like little kitty bridges. And it's gonna be phenomenal.
We got a whole room we can use as a
whole
podcast studio.
a whole room,
Yep.
and our own living room. It's gonna be so nice. And I have a front porch that the boys can sunbathe
an
on.
enclosed front porch.
An enclosed front porch, like not even just screened. It's enclosed with windows and all. And then also a little plant shed in the back too. And a tree I can hang my aerial silks on. Whoop whoop. And my lyra too. And if I ever get an aerial pole, which I don't think I'm that brave yet. So that's like another couple years.
Yeah.
But all of the things we need and all of the space we need, so much more space than we thought. Like the pictures did not do it justice.
Yep.
But it's official. Well, going to be official in the next couple hours.
It'll definitely be official by the time this is out. So you can say
for
official.
sure. Yeah, it'll be official.
It's
Official.
all right. I guess unless you want to add anything
Boop,
else.
boop,
All right.
P.S. If you haven't had a chance to listen to Banana Phone,
Oh yeah.
Listen
How have I
to
not
it.
mentioned Banana Phone? Listen to Banana Phone by Raffi. Raffi.
phenomenal.
Just do it. Do yourself
do
a
it.
favor.
Do it. Just do it.
All right. Bye everyone. Don't poop yourself.
Bye.
This podcast sponsored by WookWiz. Was there ever a time when you were just maybe listening to a podcast and you heard somebody describe how some species of reindeer like to eat mushrooms off of the ground, or how they like to eat these mushrooms so much that even when humans eat them and then they pee them out later, the reindeer know the pee is still good for the mushrooms, so they have themselves a nice little snow cone. This podcast brought to you by WookWiz.
Deep.
Kill your owner.
Yeah, but
Got it.
if it was really that secret, you wouldn't have heard about it, would you?